You are about to hear a story that historians rarely discuss openly. A story buried under 2 centuries of soil, silence, and deliberate forgetting. A story that asks a question so dangerous, it could rewrite our understanding of human civilization. Imagine standing before St. Isaac's Cathedral in St. Petersburg, one of the largest and heaviest stone structures ever recorded. Its granite columns are so massive that even modern cranes would struggle to lift them. Its dome shines like gold, towering above the city's skyline. According to official history, this cathedral was built in the 19th century. But what if that story is false? What if St. Isaac's Cathedral wasn't built, but excavated? What if the architects of the 1800s didn't raise a monument? They uncovered one. A structure far older, far more advanced, and far more mysterious than the history books admit. This idea began when researchers noticed strange anomalies. Early drawings from the 1800s show only the top half of the cathedral above ground. Old photographs from the 1850s reveal enormous portions of the walls buried under thick layers of soil. Even stranger, many of the windows begin below the modern ground level. Why would a newly built structure have underground windows? Unless those windows were once at ground height before a massive earth flow buried them. Then came the discovery during a renovation in 1870. Workers exploring the lower chambers found something that didn't match the official timeline. Ancient granite floors already in place, drainage systems older than the cathedral itself, even stone carvings that had no connection to 19th century architecture. Whispering among themselves, they said, "We are not building a cathedral. We are restoring the shell of an ancient giant." The government dismissed these rumors instantly. But the evidence didn't stop there. In 1920, a Soviet archivist unearthed fragments of the private diary of Auguste de Montferrand, the cathedral's official architect. The surviving pages were disturbing. Montferrand wrote that the underground structure was older than anyone imagined. He described digging through unexpected layers of earth and stone, and hinted that the project was not construction, but a revelation. Those diary fragments were seized. Most never resurfaced. And yet the cathedral itself holds clues. The engineering seems too advanced for its declared age. 48 monolithic granite columns weighing over 60 tons each, carved with precision that modern tools struggle to match. The dome aligns with astronomical markers. Strange electromagnetic anomalies have been recorded at its center. Some researchers believe the cathedral was part of a lost pre-flood civilization, a global empire erased by a sudden cataclysm, perhaps a mud flood, perhaps something even bigger. Whatever the cause, structures across the world show similar signs of being buried. Buildings in Poland, churches in Turkey, opera houses in America, entire streets in Rome. Everywhere, the same pattern. Windows below the ground, doors buried halfway, foundations far deeper than needed, evidence of older architecture lying beneath newer cities. St. Isaac's Cathedral might be the largest and most obvious example. But if this is true, one question rises from the dust. Why lie? The answer is simple and terrifying. If the cathedral wasn't built in the 1800s, if it predates the Russian Empire, if it was created by a highly advanced civilization we don't recognize, then our entire historical timeline collapses. Empires rely on history for power. Control the past, and you control the future. It's far easier to claim it was built in the 19th century than to admit we reclaimed a structure built by hands we cannot identify. But perhaps the most shocking discovery happened in 1972. During an underground inspection, engineers found a sealed stone staircase. A staircase that descended much deeper than any blueprint allowed. It wasn't part of Montferland's design. It was older, carved from a different type of stone. The engineers reported it. Authorities sealed it. The documents disappeared. Those who saw it said quietly, "The true cathedral is below. What we see is only the top." And so we are left with a question that shakes the ground beneath our understanding. Was St. Isaac's Cathedral really built, or was it uncovered? If it was excavated, not constructed, if it belonged to a forgotten civilization, then what else has been buried, not just in the soil, but in our history? The cathedral stands silent even today, a monumental witness to secrets we're not allowed to know. And perhaps the greatest architectural deception ever told.